And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, as he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Here's Bradford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So the D-line's going to spread out. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
Call it, baby. Friends gotta cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant and half like, who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Vikings are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Seahawks, who will need to solve that secondary. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are on the eastern side of downtown Minneapolis at the gorgeous new U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Then here's a look at the starting offense. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Slow!
second down, Bradford going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On third down, Bradford. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tackle made by Emerson Griffin. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. On second down, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also applies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. The play clock's running down. On third down, Wilson. He's got Curse. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
The former number 8 overall pick, Justin Gilbert, in on the stop. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson finding time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They come out here in the eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. First down, Procise. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. he's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Time running out here on the play clock. They come out here in the eye. Here's the fullback, Reese. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 4th down. Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Bradford now from the 50. Deep drop. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the 1st down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Earl Thomas, a defensive guy that can make things happen.
Arguably the best center fielder in the game today. He patrols the middle of the field with speed and with fury.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come up in an offset eye. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now, 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they go screen. It's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye, and they'll go on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Black 58, Royal. Black 58, full. Here we go now.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Bradford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Can't find anyone open. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal from the right hand. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Folk missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached... Hey, Charles, you give me a water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of that? And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down. Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail. Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive. And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too. No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going. I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. Now Bradford on second down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked. Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And he'll give it here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Rolling to his left. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that? It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to
talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Bradford on 3rd and 2. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And the decision to come out costs him 5 as he's going to be out of bounds right at the 20. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Left. Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Bradford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that where to get symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And ready for 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Now the Vikings off.
Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Wilson, flushed out right. He's got the tight end, Vanette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Surveying the field. Complete out right to Kurz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing is Wilson. His throw incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Wilson looking for someone to throw to. Now he'll escape to his left. He may try and run for this. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And out now come the Vikings. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down.
Here we go now. Blue, black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On third down, Bradford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson. He's got time. And, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Linval Joseph getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Wilson. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Prosise, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Another pistol look here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead they said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
try a little trickery here on the end around. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And now here's a carry heading left. Muscles him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They come out here in the eye. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Wilson, buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Another pistol look here. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Folk missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Throwing here, Bradford. Deep drop, going for the deep ball. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Ace! 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 There we go now. Green.
The play fake. Bradford. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game...